Good morning, people. So remember I told you that I'm, going to wash my hair, which I did. And this is how it looks after washing, which is not much different than the way it looked before. However, the new growth that comes in the top of my hair is like Caucasian hair. Like, see this? See how straight that is? See how straight that is? It's growing out of the root, straight, like that. See, take a look. And so this hair right here is it at the crown of my head is almost like Caucasian hair. It doesn't matter what I do with that. That's how it's growing out of my hair. I haven't had a perm since 1990, whatever. Like I want to say 98, 97 is somewhere in there is when I started, not putting any relaxer in my hair. Okay, and apparently, you can see that I don't color it. This is my natural color. But in the crown, right in this crown, where I'm showing you guys, is coming out of the head straight. See how straight that is? There's no curl at all. Okay? So in this crown area, where my hair is very, very thin, that's the texture of my hair. So whether I got the grid perfectly right, okay, that's how my hair is going to be. That's how it grows out of my head. I don't have heavy, thick density. And as you guys can see, I got my teeth in. I got to put them in because I got to wear them. However, the tops are good, but the bottom, I just don't like them. But anyway, I thought I'd put them in because I got to start wearing them. And I got a dental appointment, and I don't want him to see that I haven't been using them properly. But anyway, I thought I'd take you guys in there and show you that. And so, like right now, I'm going to just let her be. And, I'm going to let her be because it's growing out of my head like that. I'm not going to have a thick density hair. Now, if you guys remember a couple days ago, I mentioned to you, let me read this. But anyway, I told you guys a long time ago that this was like my third set of locks. And it's a long story as to how I had 3 sets of locks. And then my first set was done in Philadelphia the year 1999. And during that time, guys, locks were not looked upon favorably, okay? That was a hard word for me to say. People were not gravitating to locks like they are now. When I first initially got my locks, people would come up to me and go, "Oh, can I touch your hair? Oh, can I feel your hair?" And so my first loctician, I loved her. She was amazing, an African woman she learned English by watching the soap operas, she told me. Anyway, she was very friendly. She was from Nigeria, and at that time, I did not know that my roots actually were Nigerian. I hadn't had the ancestral thing done at that time in my life. So anyway, I was working in corporate America. I needed to look conforming to the way society wanted us to look in order for me to maintain my job. So me and my African newfound friend, her name was Cotty. Me and Cotty got along so good. I really liked me and her relationship. We really formed a real good bond. Okay. Cotty then stopped doing locks, and I had to find someone else. So, but the relationship that I had with my first loctician, well, all of my locticians were really, really good. Okay, so the first loctician, she moved, and we lost communication. She hooked me up with her sister, actually, and I used to go to her sister's house, and and I still had locks or whatever. So then I went to a hair show, and I found another loctician. And so I go there, right? I'm thinking my locks are real sister locks, and she goes, these are not sister locks. So I'm like, really? They do that tool. They're using that little tool. She goes, these are what they call step sister locks. They're too big. They're too big. I can help you. I can get you on the right path of real sister locks. These are step sister locks. Now, we're talking in the 90s. So, of course, I'm, really, really like, wow, I thought these were real sister locks. And at that time, my first set of locks, I think I only paid like around $250 to get them installed. That was a lot of money back then, okay? All right. So I still have sort of some grid there, I guess. But anyway, so I find this new loctician. She's certified. She's a real loctician. She's not a trainee. All right, I'm going, and she convinced me to restart them. So that's how I got my second set. So anyway, I'm going. I get this bond with the lady, and she goes, Robin, I have a new trainee who's coming in, and she needs clients. And, I really, I'm asking you, could you do me this favor by, taking her on? So I was kind of cautious and everything at first, because now I'm like, okay, you done convinced me to take out my first set of locks and get a new set. And me and you formed a bond, and okay, so I said, you know what? All right, this is a black-owned shop. Not many people in Philly at that time in the 90s were doing it. Duafe and a few other people were, but okay. So these people, they're on the Sister Lock community board. They're real Sister Lock people. So anyway, I agreed. Okay. And let me tell you, the young lady who she put me in with was fabulous, okay? So now this is my second set of locks, okay? They're growing, they're thriving, they're looking good. I'm still at that point in my life coloring my hair. I was still kind of into, just conforming from out of what you call perm. So anyway, me and Michelle, we formed a really good bond, and that girl could do some locks, okay? She had my hair all the way down my back, like, talking like they were real, real long. They were really beautiful. So anyway, this shop that she worked in, I come for my, in fact, she calls me. She goes, Robin, the shop is closed. I'm like, oh my God. Now at this time, I still, I'm like relying on other people to do my hair, okay? And so I'm like, oh my God, what are you guys gonna do? Like me, I loved it there. I loved it at the shop. So anyway, I don't want to say the name because I don't know if they restarted a new one or whatever. So anyway, we all were devastated. I mean, devastated. Can you tell? Devastated? All right. So they found a location, right? Still in West Philly. And now I'm diligently in it because, I've been going to this particular shop, this new shop, for about 2 years, I guess. So now, we're family now. So, but the people had some incident and they closed on these girls. So I followed them to the new shop, still in conjunction with the new shop, okay? We're doing great. We're under wonderful, blase, blase. Now it's going into 3-4 years. I don't know, long. All right. So then they find that their shop, it was used to be a barber shop, is now closed, and they had to get another location, which was okay. They found one. The young lady said, "I'm going to open a shop in my basement." She converted her basement. Boom, we're still in business, right? Everything's lovely, everything's beautiful. Me being me, and at that time in my life, I don't know what was going on. I decided I wanted to take them out, right? I said, I'm tired of it. I'm taking them out. I took them out reluctantly. Mistake. Big mistake. I take them out to go now put in phony hair, right? What I already had. Because I can remember when I was a little girl, I wanted to always have a ponytail. Well, anyway, so here we go again. I go marching back to my lovely consultant, who we found have been in conjunction with each other now for 5 to 7 years. We family. She says, not reluctantly or anything. I was one of her, really good clients. So of course she took me back. We started over. So now this is my third set of sister locks at that time. Right? We're going, we're doing, and boom. Corona happened, y'all. And so my stylist, she's a young woman. She had young children. She said, "You know what? I'm going to retire. I can't do this. I'm scared. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to do it." Now, at this point, I had taken the Sister Lock course. I knew how to do it. I wasn't planning on being a DIYer, but I had to because Corona now happened. And at this time, and when Corona happened, I had my mother, who is now since, transitioned. But Corona happened. We are now in the house, and I didn't retighten my hair, right? I just let it, I just was like, I was just done like everybody else because I was still used to my stylist doing my hair. So for the first, I didn't do it, okay? So one day I lifted up, I might have did something like this here, whatever. And then I said, "Oh, look at all this regrowth in the back," right? It was like, I don't know. I had a whole lot of, oh, look, there's some hair that I need to make a new lock because I guess there's some new hair growing. So anyway, I'm like, oh boy, you know what? I think I'm gonna try to do it. I knew how to do it, and my arms were extremely tired. They were done. So make a very long story short, I started doing my own hair, and from there, from the Corona day, I've been doing it myself. Now, I have neglected it at times. And so I think, at times when I get, when I feel like I need a consultant, I need someone else to do it, that's when I think back and I say, I always wanted my own ponytail, and I could make my own ponytail. So I got my own locks, I got my own hair, and I just do my own. But I just thought I'd be rambling on this morning to let y'all girls know that, yeah, this is how my hair looks after I wash it. I washed that stuff out. It was something that I had bought. I can't even remember, but I threw it in the trash because it just didn't feel good. It made my hair feel so like hard or something. So now I'm going to since I rambled on with you guys and I let you personally see in the middle of my crown how it is Caucasian hair like. There's no curl pattern there at all. And so I'm just going to, continue to like oil and not keep her dry. Like she's dry now because it's drying. I need to oil it, and I'm just going to put some bantu knots in it and put her back in a ponytail like I always do. But that hair in there, that texture of hair, my hair we all have like so many different textures of hair, and that is proof right in there. I'm not bald, because if I was bald, it would be a clean spot. That's hair. That's new hair growing. It's just coming out of my head like Caucasian type hair. So if any of you guys struggle with that, let me know. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I'm trying to keep my teeth in. Have a good day, y'all. Peace.